Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to start our unit number 2 and the name of the unit is respiration and energy from food. So the first and the basic topic which we are going to discuss in this unit is human respiratory system. Objectives we will discuss first, then I will tell you about in detail that what we are going to discuss in this whole unit. Objectives of today's lecture is that after this lecture you will definitely be able to describe or define aerobic and anaerobic respiration, human respiratory system, respiration, what is the definition of respiration, how we breathe, and diseases of respiratory system. First is aerobic respiration. Aerobic means in the presence of oxygen. So the energy for the life comes from a chemical reaction between food and oxygen. This reaction is called aerobic respiration. So aerobic respiration is the respiration, or is the form of respiration which is done in the presence of oxygen. If there is no oxygen, there is no aerobic respiration. Next is anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration or anaerobic means in the absence of oxygen. So the process of releasing energy from food without oxygen. This process is releasing energy from food without oxygen. But in aerobic respiration, the energy is releasing with food and oxygen. And in anaerobic respiration, the energy is releasing from the food but without oxygen. The major topic of this unit is human respiratory system. As you can see in the diagram, this is the very detailed diagram of human respiratory system. The major parts which involves in this respiratory system is windpipe, that is also called trachea. Next is like voice box, your lungs, alveoli, bronchi. These all are the things which are mostly important while studying human respiratory system. Main parts of respiratory system: windpipe, this is also called trachea, voice box, vocal cords, bronchi, bronchioles, and alveoli. So first one is windpipe. The air that you breathe in pass down the windpipe or trachea. जो हम air inhale करते हैं, the air which we inhale, it passes down through the windpipe or trachea, and on the way the air goes through the voice box or larynx. Further I will tell you about that what voice box is, but the main function of trachea is that the air that you breathe in passes down the windpipe or trachea. The voice box or larynx is the portion of the respiratory tract containing the vocal cords which produce sounds. It is located between the pharynx and the trachea. As you can see in the diagram, that the area where our voice box is present, why it is called voice box? Because it contains thin membranes. This voice box contains thin membranes. These thin membranes are called vocal cords. When you speak, air passes over these vocal cords in a way which makes them vibrate and produce sounds. जब भी हम बोलते हैं vocal cords के ऊपर like air की वजह से vocal cords vibrate करते हैं. जब वो vocal cords vibrate करते हैं, that's why our sound is produced. Again, vocal cords, that vocal cords contains a thin membrane. When you speak, air passes over them which make them vibrate and produce sounds. Next is bronchi. The windpipe branches into two tubes called bronchi, each of which is attached to the lung. Windpipe or trachea, which is present inside of our body, that specific pipe basically divides into two tubes like structure called bronchi, each of which is attached to a lung. हमारी बॉडी के अंदर जाके वो विंड पाइप टू पार्ट्स में, टू ट्यूब्स में डिवाइड हो जाता है. एक लेफ्ट साइड, द अदर वन इज ऑन राइट साइड. तो एक ट्यूब, दैट ट्यूब इज कॉल्ड bronchi. One bronchi attached to one lung and the other bronchi attached to the other lung. Then bronchioles. each bronchi splits up into smaller and smaller branches called bronchioles. As you can see in the diagram, that bronchi is further divided into smaller branches. Can you see the branches? These are called bronchioles, and these bronchioles are present in both lungs, in left and right both lungs. But in this diagram you can see that it is on the right side, but these bronchioles are present in the both lungs. So at the end of the bronchioles there are some microscopic air sacs which are present, and these air sacs are called alveoli. Each lung contains millions of alveoli, so that the whole lung is like a huge sponge. As you can see in the diagram, previously what we have discussed, that there is a windpipe, then voice box. Windpipe divides into two branches. One branch is called bronchi. Then that bronchi divides into or splits up into different smaller and smaller branches. They are called bronchioles, and at the end of every bronchiole there are some microscopic air sacs. Microscopic air sacs mean we cannot see with our simple eye. We can use microscope to see that structure, to see that air sacs. So these air sacs are present in millions in each lung. हमारी बॉडी, हमारे लंग्स के अंदर मिलियंस की क्वांटिटी में these air sacs are present, so that the whole lung is like a huge sponge. So the structure of that lung, specific both lungs are like a huge sponge like structure due to the presence of air sacs, and these air sacs are called alveoli. The function of alveoli is that some of the oxygen from the air breathed in dissolves in the moisture on the surface of the alveoli and passes through their thin walls into the blood capillaries. At the same time, as you can see in the diagram, that from one side oxygen is coming and from the other side carbon dioxide is passing out. At the same time, carbon dioxide passes from the blood capillaries into the alveoli. Eventually the carbon dioxide is breathed out of the body. So the function of alveoli is that oxygen is absorbing into the lung and carbon dioxide is getting out from the body. Definition of respiration. Before going to the definition of respiration, first thing, just keep in your mind that there is a huge difference between respiration and breathing. Do not ever mix these both terms with each other. Respiration is something else and breathing is something else. Respiration is something in which biochemical processes are involved, in which chemical reaction is involved, in which energy is releasing. But when it comes to breathing, breathing is just inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. That's it. So respiration is the biochemical process in which the cells of an organism obtain energy. That cells are obtaining energy. How they are obtaining energy? By combining oxygen and food and resulting in the release of carbon dioxide, water and energy. This is the very important equation, that food plus oxygen. When food is mixed with oxygen, it produces carbon dioxide, which is waste material, water and energy which is required for human body. So respiration is something in which biochemical processes are involved, but breathing is something in which we just inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. Next topic is how we breathe. What happened when we breathe? What happened with our internal organs when we breathe? So when we breathe, our chest shape changes by the movement of ribs and diaphragm. The diaphragm is basically a tough and dome-shaped sheet of muscles across the bottom of the chest. So diaphragm is a dome-shaped, as you can see in the diagram. It is present under our chest, at the bottom of the chest. Each pair of ribs have muscles that you can see in the diagram. There are the pair of ribs. So these pair of ribs has some type of muscles. These muscles are called intercostal muscles. Intercostal muscles because these muscles are microscopic things that we cannot see. So each pair of ribs have some muscles. They are called intercostal muscles. Movement of diaphragm. that what are the movements of diaphragm when we breathe in or breathe out. So when we breathe in, the diaphragm is pulled down and the ribcage is pulled upward. Like right now you can do this experiment. Just breathe in, take a breath, then you can feel that your diaphragm is pulling down and your ribcage is pulling upward, and the space inside your chest, आपके chest के बीच में जो space है, that gets bigger. And when we breathe out, the muscles relax, the diaphragm moves upward and the ribcage is lowered and the space in the chest gets smaller. So this experiment you can do right now at your homes. So then you will get to know about the movement of diaphragm, that what happened when we breathe in and what happened when we breathe out. Okay, diseases of the respiratory systems. These are very common diseases. I don't think so I need to explain these things, but first disease is coughs and colds, influenza or flu, asthma and smoking tobacco. You have to read page number 13 and page number 14 of your books for these diseases. These are very simple diseases. Like everyone knows what is cough and what is cold. Everyone knows what is flu. Everyone knows what is asthma and what happened when we smoke tobaccos. So you have to read page number 13 and 14 for these topics. And still if you do not understand anything, so you can ask.